My name is Barry J. Solomon. Legacy, 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 legacy tribe. Be the legacy. This Today is Friday. Welcome to another episode of Gurus in Training. I believe this is episode 33. And I have to share a little secret with you. So hold on one second. I'll be right back. Hold on one second. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm back. So I have this secret that I want to share with you really quick before we go any further. No, I'm not going to tell you. I was going to tell you, but it's too... I really don't want to share it online and have the whole world know this secret. I tell you what, I will share the secret with you. This secret that I have, I'll share it with you at the end of the video. Let's do that. So today is Friday, April 9th, I believe it's April 9th, Friday. And this is our team. This is our hangout. This is not only for our team, the Legacy Tribe, this is also for the public. And this hangout is not company specific. So that's what it is and that's what it is not. And actually, I do not have a title. There is no title for this hangout. I don't use any scripts. And today I'm just going to talk. And I have no clue exactly what I'm going to talk about, which is why this is so cool. Because sometimes in life, you don't know what you're going to say. If someone asks you a question and they kind of throw you off. Have you ever been asked a question where when someone asked you that particular question, it kind of threw you off for a minute because you didn't expect that question to come your way. And so you were kind of stumped. But at the same time that you were stumped, if you're quick on your toes, you came up with an answer to that person's question. Some people are able to come up with, are quick on their toes like that, and when someone answers them a question that completely stumps them, they're able to recover quickly. But when you're in that recover phase, you don't know exactly what you're going to say. It just sort of comes out. And sometimes what comes out is something embarrassing, and sometimes what comes out is something so eloquent, something so debonair, that the other person receiving that communication is like, oh, okay, you know? And so sometimes some of us are able to give responses that the person who asked that question did not expect. And so you get that response, oh, okay. I don't really know exactly why I'm saying that. It just kind of, whatever comes to my mind, whatever gets downloaded in today's hangout, that's what we're going to talk about. That's what I'm going to talk about. If you have any questions, you can direct any questions, any comments actually you can contact me on Facebook. We'll have a link below this video for Facebook. So let's see, what else would I like to talk about? We have an event coming up, a company event coming up in Nashville, Tennessee. And I want to tell you a quick story. Quick story about my first event. My first event. Got some kayakers coming on the lake. But anyway, my first event, quick story. At my first event, it was Miami, 2013, January. My first event. I had never been to anything like it before in my life. I just knew that I had to get there. I just knew that I knew that at that event I would have a breakthrough in my life that I could never ever possibly experience anywhere else. And so I went. I made every effort to go there, to get there. But here's the thing. When I got to that event, I did not know where I was going to sleep. I did not know how I was going to eat. And miraculously, I found somewhere to sleep and I found somewhere to eat. And I actually found a buddy, a partner to go through this experience with that I had never met up until that event. And we are still friends to this day because we both made a decision to get to that event, and he was in the same boat that I was in. And we did not have cars to sleep in. So the story is I found this room. I found this little room. Now don't tell the Daves about this. Don't tell them. This is a little secret. But we found this room, and it had it had some stuff in there that belonged to the Daves. And so we some of the items we picked up, and we were just looking at it like, whoa, that is so cool. Oh man, look at this, look. I showed him something. I'm not gonna tell you what it was that I showed him because I want to keep the Daves stuff private. But anyway, it was this thing that I showed him that they had in that little area at that Miami event. And I was just like, oh, that is cool. Look at that. That's gonna be us one day, man. So this room that we were in had these tables with these big round tables, these ginormous round tables, and they had these tablecloths on the tables, but the tablecloths went to the floor, all the way to the floor. And so I got an idea. So I went and I got my buddy. I said, hey man, come check this out. I found a place where we could sleep for tonight. And this was the first night, after the night before. I can't remember if it was the night before the first day of the event or the second night of the second day of the event. But I found these tables, and that's where we slept. And I showed him. I said, look, I have an idea. We can sleep here tonight. No one will see us. We'll take all of our stuff and put it under the table, because I had a blanket, I had a suitcase, he had some stuff, and that's where we slept that night at that event, because we knew we had to get there. And I had a breakthrough in my life at that event that I never ever had in my life. I let's just say I developed a new set of skills and a new set of resources. What if I told you that if you put your name and your email address in this little box and you sign up for this little thing and you go to this little event, that you would develop, you would learn, you would be able to take home with you a set of resources that will help you in any endeavor in your life, throughout your whole life, whether it's business, personal, work. This thing will help you draw from it. It will help you to get to a place of power within yourself. And you have these resources over here that you can just draw from at any moment. You have access to these resources at any given moment in life. When you need it, you can just grab it. Would you put your name and your email if I told you that you would have access to that simply by putting your name and your email in that little box? Of course you would. That's exactly what I did, and that's exactly what happened at that event. I have now a set of resources. We did an exercise at that event that I can use at any moment, to where if I'm feeling down, or if I'm feeling like, if I'm in a place of not having self-confidence to do something, I can draw from that resource. I can draw from that power. Set aside from praying to God and asking for help, there's this other power that I can draw from, personal power within. And so I'll share with you what that resource is, because you have taken this time to hang out with me on this Friday night, this Friday evening, in this Gurus in Training Hangout. And what it was several things, but this is one of the main things that I took away from that event. There was an exercise that was done there. That, well, what we did was we closed our eyes. We closed our eyes. And during this exercise, we went to a place, a point, a time in our life when we felt not motivated, or we felt down, or we felt like we had these self-imposed limits, or a place of weakness, a place of just not having any kind of inner strength or power. And we went to that moment in our life, and maybe it was our childhood, or maybe it was something that happened to us in our teen years or in high school, and we went to that moment where we felt like crap and we felt this big. From that moment to a different future, to a place of power, a place where you feel big, and where you feel accomplished, and where you feel like you can do anything in the world. You can do anything because you have this power deep inside of you. And so we stepped into that power. So we stepped into that big house. We stepped into that car, and we could feel ourselves driving that car. We stepped into that vision of that huge mansion, or maybe some of us. For me, I would like to live in a castle, a big colonial castle with a drawbridge, and I went to that place of power. And that's one of the resources that I got from going to that event, to be able to be able to go from here to a place of weakness and self-doubt to over here to a place of power. A place of power, and a place where everything is possible. And it's just it's all in the mind, it's all in the unconscious mind, it's all in the vision. It's just powerful. What can I say? You know, when I was homeless with my family, I was building a business online, and it all started with a blog. It all started with me pushing this button on the internet. If you're still watching this video, I haven't forgot about the secret that I'm going to share with you at the end of this training, this hangout. So stick around. I'm going to share something with you. It's going to help you in your business. It's going to help you create some income for your family, among other things. And so when I was homeless in that shelter, and we all got sick, we were living in this shelter. Me, my wife, our 5 children, one by one, we fell like dominoes. We got so sick. I mean, puking, throwing up chunk, whatever you want to call it. We got terribly sick at that shelter. I don't know if it was just germs. It was in the winter time. But we all got sick, and they had all these rules and regulations, and they didn't like me. There was a guy at the homeless center, the homeless shelter, one of the head guys. I had me and him had exchanged some words one night, and it was so funny because he was so mad at me. He was so angry. I mean, after talking to me, I'm still standing there smiling, and I'm just asking questions. But he got so mad, he just walked away. He could no longer deal with me, because they had these rules and regulations where you couldn't see your family, and I wasn't having that. I was going to see my kids. I don't care what their rules and their regulations said at the shelter. And they did not like me for that. And so there was always some drama. But anyway, the whole time I was there, the whole time we were there, I continued. It's painful. It's painful when you're in a place, when you're a man, and you're in a place where you don't have the money to take care of your family. Or you don't have the money, and you have to watch your children cry at the store, Walmart, or Target, or wherever you shop. And you know how kids are. When they go into a store, they say, I want this and I want this, and they grab stuff off the shelves, and they say, can you get this? And then when there's always that time when your child or your children find something that they really want, really bad. and you know that they wanted it really bad because they're crying. I mean, I'm not talking about just a little tear coming down their eye. I'm talking about they're crying, like passionately upset about them not getting this toy because you as a parent, a mother or father, couldn't get that toy for them because you didn't have the money. And so through all that, and through the homeless shelter, the whole time, everything, and that's painful. It hurts to have your child, to see them in tears because you don't have the money to get something. I mean, and you want, it's not like you don't want to get it for them because you know they want it really bad. It's because you don't have the money to get it, and that's painful. And so the whole time, when all this was happening, I was working my business, building my business, blogging every day. I would wake up in the morning and I would blog. I would lock myself up, and there's a room because our family was so big. Our family's so big. We had that for one night. We had our own little area in the shelter. It was like this big room. And so I would lock myself in there, and I would just work online and learn and grow and teach. And I just got through it. And had I not stuck with it, had I not kept going, if I would have given up, I would not be making this video right now. I would not be making this Gurus and Training Hangout right now. We would not be sharing this moment together. And I hope you're getting some value from this. I hope that it's something that you can use in your personal life. And now for the secret. I'm done talking. I did not know exactly what I was going to talk about, but now I'm going to share a secret with you that will help you in your business. There's a company online, it's called iPass2. Don't know if you heard of it. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. But I made a video, and I know this video works because I have people joining my business online after watching this video. And I'm going to share that video with you because it's a video that has helped people create income online. And actually there will be a link. If you're watching this on YouTube, in the video description, if you look in the video description, there will be a link to this video, and it's called How to Make Money Daily with iPass2. And the secret is how simple. If you don't have an online business, you're not in business. If you have a brick and mortar, if you have a location with an address and you're paying your rent and your electricity bill and all that good stuff, and you don't have an online space, you're not in business. If you're going to be in business in today's day and age, you have to have an online space. And so iPass2 is one of those spaces. It's actually a business. It's actually sort of like a franchise business, but it's so simple and it's so easy to create income. It's as simple as copy, paste. Copy from a Word document, paste in Facebook, connect with people on Facebook. Simple as, hey, are you looking to make an extra $700 this month online? And the person on Facebook responds, yes. And what you do is you send them a link, watch this video. And if you do that enough times, there is going to be a certain number of people that join, that get involved in that business. And this is more than just some online business, some online company. It's actually a culture. It's actually a community of people helping people. It's actually a movement. Which is why in Nashville, there's going to be about 3,000 of us getting together in Nashville, Tennessee on April 23rd. And we're going to party. We're going to have fun. And we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate our successes, and we're going to learn, and we're going to grow together. And my whole team Legacy Tribe is going to be there. Power of events. And so that's the secret that I wanted to share with you, is how to make money with iPass 2. I'm also going to, because you have sat here and listened to me talk all the way up until this point, I'm going to share a couple other videos, training videos with you that are only available to people that are on my list, my email list. And so the only way to actually get these 2 extra training videos is to actually get on my email list and my newsletter list. Actually, the blog, I have a blog link below this video where you can actually go to my blog, and at the bottom of every blog post, at the bottom, it'll say get the newsletter or something like that. All you have to do is say, hey, I joined your newsletter, my name is such and such, send me those 2 extra training videos that you talked about on the Hangout. That's it. And I'll send them over there to you. And I believe that's all I wanted to talk about for today. It's Gurus in Training. I don't want to keep you for too long because I know you have shit to do, like I do. And that's about it. My name is Barry J. Solomon. You have been watching Gurus in Training. I do these every Friday. And if you like what you saw today, you are going to love what I have in store for you next week. My name is Barry J. Solomon. Thanks for watching. Legacy, 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 legacy tribe. Be the legacy.